Rumble YouTube family, what's good? What's happening? Ironwork 92,000 in the house, in the foundry, and welcome to my channel tonight. No title, none of course, because yesterday we were supposed to go live and that didn't happen. But what happens? We make it up for today, but for a short while, because today we got a few people going hard in the paint. We got our brother Blacklight. He's going to be going on here in a little bit. And then we also have JJ, who's also going to be going on in a little bit. So you've got a two-way street, and then you could have two live streams at the same time. But I figured I'd come on earlier, kind of warm up the soup. You know what I'm saying? Warm up the soup, serve that for a bit, and then you guys could segue and ease your way on into the other channels I just mentioned. So shout out to y'all too. JJ, Blacklight, shout out to you too. Make sure, guys, you guys post your stuff in the foundry so everybody else can have it. So let me greet you fine, lovely ladies and gentlemen in the foundry. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see y'all. Who did I miss? So we have Mr. Mark Neville. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. I haven't seen you, but welcome to the foundry and welcome. Enjoy your time in here. These people are nice, but if you're not nice, they won't be nice either. But you know how it works in here. You know, you've seen for a while apparently. And welcome. It's good to have you here. Welcome. Who else do we have that I haven't greeted yet? Who haven't I greeted? I think the True Few. The True Few, how you doing, sir? It's good to see you, bro. It's good to see you, family. It's good to see you. It's amazing to see you. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. The True Few in the house. All right. Who else we got? FE Nation. What's going on, man? FE Nation's in the house. FE Nation. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh boy. So I am here and I'm glad to see y'all. Just figured I'd touch base with everybody here. Just wanted to prep everybody. We've got a little bit coming your way. Okay. Want you guys to make a little bit of room in your schedules for the next couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? We've got a couple of treats for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So get your minds right, get yourselves ready. You know what I'm saying? Salad. Oh, snap. Salad's in the house. I haven't seen salad in a while. Balsamic vinaigrette or Italian. Y'all see what I did there? I'm here all week. Actually, I'm not. But anyway, it's good to see you still. Good to see you. Yes, 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 indeed. But yeah, so here in the next week or so, prep yourselves, get yourselves ready. We've got quite a bit for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that everybody clears, not necessarily clear up your schedule, but at least have something available so you're within listening distance of whatever you have, like whether it's your phone, your laptop, or something, your Walkman. I don't fucking know. However, which way you get ironwork, right? However, which way you get ironwork, however, which way you get Blacklight, JJ, FE Nation, FE Nation. Also, I think you have a channel. FE Nation's got a channel too. Oh, so JJ's link. Okay, JJ's live. I apologize, JJ. JJ's live is on the 12th. Blacklight's live is immediately after this one. So I'm not going to be on here long because I do not want to step on my brother's toes. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. I wanted to make sure I didn't step on nobody's toes. So JJ's going to be going live tomorrow with Moving On Up. I love that title. And make sure y'all check in. And also make sure you sub to JJ's channel if you hadn't already. JJ being Justin Johnson. We call him JJ in the Foundry. So, yes. And also make sure you sub to our brother Blacklight's channel. Blacklight. Oh, he's just doing basketball. Blacklight. Yo, Vlad. Hey, man. I'm not doing any flat earth tonight, bro. I'm just doing basketball. So, yeah, unless you want to watch some basketball, then that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to be doing nothing related to flat earth. Not tonight. No. You know, so y'all can watch JJ or maybe something on Vlad's channel. But I'm watching the championship. Pebbles is in the house. How you doing, sister? Oh man, our sister Pebbles is in the house, and our sister Erica's in the house. Grandma used to say Erica be showing up like it's an episode of damn. It's like a special episode every once in a while. Grandma used to say Erica would drop in, man. There was a streak though, Grandma used to say, where she would drop in and she'd be in there like 3 straight days. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up, though. That's what's up. Yeah, man. So it's good to see y'all streaming on in, warm everybody up. So really, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of get everybody prepped up to what we got coming here for the next couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be fire. It's going to be some fire stuff, man. It's going to be some good stuff. And the thing is, my thing is, I also really, guys, look, if you've never, there goes FE Nation's channel. Check it out. Boom, right there. Check them out. Yo, here's another thing. If you've never been on the panel and you have questions or you have something that you can introduce into the foundry, into the flat earth that we're not familiar with, these next few weeks, that's what it's there for. And that's not that's what it's there for. That's part of it. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't, I don't, I don't play, and I'm not jesting or I'm not trying to make people feel, a certain way. Like, I seriously mean that the foundry contributes a lot to what this channel does. Like, y'all contribute a lot. You understand? So it's not just me being here talking shit. Like, the foundry actually plays a big role in what goes on in here. So there's a lot that you guys give. And whenever people come up here, a lot of these questions come from what the foundry's doing. Do you understand? So it's a two-way street. Of course, people need to watch me. That's cool. But like usually, like when things start to move and start to flow, you guys get involved, and that's how it's supposed to work. Every channel that's supposed to be up here, the orator's not supposed to be just running and gunning, like talking the whole time. Like, that's no, you're not supposed to do that, man. It's a family business, you know what I'm saying? And like, I really love looking at what it is you guys have. So it ain't just me, you know. So don't sell yourselves short. Don't ever sell yourself short and thinking that you don't have something to contribute, because I'm telling you, y'all do. Um Also, let's put our thoughts and prayers up for our brother JJ, my bad, JJ. Well, let's pray for JJ too. Hell, why not? Prayers go a long way. But RG's out there. He's dealing with some things. Let's just make sure we just put him in our thoughts, put him in our prayers. A little shout out to RG and his family and everything else like that, and just have him in our thoughts and prayers. You know what I'm saying? Prayers don't hurt. Prayers are always a good thing. I believe in prayer. Prayer can move mountains, literally. You just have to believe. It's one of those things that's free, and it's intent. You know what I'm saying? And it's pure and it's clean. As long as your intention is pure and clean, your prayers will go a long way. You know what I'm saying? RG's here. He's still alive. RG still being a RG. But just thinking about him. I ain't trying to. Nah, RG's good. He's good. He's good. Just have him in your prayers. You know what I'm saying? RG be coming on here, be like, hey bro, you don't mind if I pray real quick? So since RG loves to put the good vibes in here, no matter how shitty things get, you know what I'm saying? I think it's good for us to reciprocate that same love that he contributes. You know what I'm saying? So definitely some thoughts and prayers to our brother RG. Roger Ledwell's in the house. Hey Vlad, how you doing, man? I figured I'd come in here. I got work later on, so good to see our brother Roger Ledwell. Make sure you tune in to Roger Ledwell as well. Roger, I think you have a show coming up here in the next few days, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to our brother Roger Ledwell. Roger Ledwell's got a channel. Make sure you sub to Roger Ledwell as well. So check him out. Okay, you got off work? Okay, so Roger's off work. But Roger be up at like 3 in the morning, just up. You know what I'm saying? He's up with the damn chickens. Just got his own show. He's got his stuff working up at that time. So if you find yourself either in the UK and it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, and then you want to check out Roger Ledwell, he will be on. Yeah. Oh, JJ, man, it's gonna take some time. But when you one of them folks, man, it's some people. Hey, look, when it comes to these impersonations, some people I just impersonate immediately. I don't know what my problem is. It's just a bad. I guess it's a bad habit, you know. Hey, Bass Ackwards, Dr. Bass Ackwards is in the house. Welcome, sir. Good to see you, man. Bass Ackwards, the lefty guitarist, like Jimi Hendrix. And you know who else is left-handed as a guitarist? Is Paul McCartney is also left-handed. You know who else is left-handed, but not a guitarist? Phil Collins is also left-handed. You know who else is left-handed? Rashida Jones, Quincy Jones's daughter, that fine ass girl that was on The Office. She's a little mixed girl, cute as hell. She's left-handed. You know who else is left-handed? Not so cute, and I wouldn't smash at all. Oprah Winfrey. It's true. You know who else is left-handed? I bet y'all didn't know this. Two of them, Jerry Seinfeld and his friend George. So Jerry Seinfeld and what's his name? Jason Alexander. Both of them is left-handed. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, both them fools are left-handed. Both them fools are left-handed. All those people are left-handed. John Stewart's also left-handed. Yeah, sure is. Yep. Yep. Barack Obama is left-handed. George Bush Sr. was left-handed. Bill Clinton is left-handed. John McCain is left-handed. Yeah, all those people are left-handed. It's pretty wild. Dr. Bass Ackwards is left-handed. And Salad, her mother is left-handed. Yes, yes, indeed. So all them left-handed people, I'm watching you, okay? I am watching you. Benjamin Netanyahu is left-handed. So I'm watching y'all. He's left fielded. I like it, man. I like it. All right. Yeah, man. Oh, and I think here's another one for all you video gamers out there. Link from The Legend of Zelda. He's left-handed. Flat Earth Dave, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell if Dave was left-handed. I love you back, Salad. But all these guys are left-handed that I told you about. Make sure you keep your eyes on them. Watch them. Watch them. But yeah. JJ's like, I see a pattern. Osama bin Laden's left-handed. Yeah, he sure was. Yeah, man. Yeah. Left-handed guns. I don't know what the expense is on them, but I figure they might be a little bit more pricey, you know, just so you can have better access to the safety. Said it was a bad omen and that. Oh man. Yeah, man. Oh, dang. Rethink Inc. What's going on, bro? Rethink Inc. is in the house. Oh man. Uh-oh, bad news. Is the Baphomet left-handed? Well, the Baphomet's right hand is up, and then the Baphomet's left hand is down. So people make sure that they point that out. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like 2 up, 1 down, or 1 up, 2 down, something like that. But the Baphomet is a little bit strange. But I got to look into that if the Baphomet is left-handed. Another thing that's weird about those left-handed people is that hey, there he goes. We were just talking bad about you, RG. We were putting curses on your name. Good to see our brother RG is in the house. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Rethink Inc. 2. Rethink Inc. 2. What happened to Rethink Inc. 1? Uh-oh. Rethink Inc. 2. It's good to see you, bro. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you, family. It is good to see you, sir. Yeah. So so just so you guys are in the know, I want you to be prepped. Like I know I've been a little bit sketchy with my schedule and everything else like that. I've just been moving around and getting things together and just making things work. You understand? And I want to make sure that things come out looking good, things turn out good and everything. You know, I constantly got the foundry on my mind, so and flat earth is always on my mind. I just can't leave it alone, you know. And I had a couple of things in mind as well. I didn't want to leave you guys out of it. So in order to make this happen, I kind of had to be a little, not had to be late, but I missed a couple of episodes, or I was in between episodes and everything else. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just so I'm not forgetting. Um let me see. There is some good stuff in here. There's something I wanted to make sure y'all got. I wanted to make sure y'all didn't lose out on. Hold on. Ay ay ay. Give me a second, fam. I'm gonna make sure I get it to y'all. I apologize, family. Give me a sec. I'm gonna get it to you here in a second, guys. Give me 1 second. Where's that damn thing at? Oh Lord. I'm gonna get it to you. Hold on. No. How the hell? Ah, there we go. Okay, that's what I wanted to send to y'all. So this is something that I think, yeah, Phil Torney, right? I think he put it together. Hold on. I'm gonna get it to you guys here. There it is. There it is. I want you guys to check this thing out. Okay. This is so far, it's a part one. It's called, and I'm gonna share it with y'all. Don't worry, you know, copy it. I'm gonna share it with y'all. It is called Sacrificing Liberty. If you're not too familiar with what happened during the USS Liberty massacre, this is a I guess it's broken up into a series. That right there will kind of get you started, right? It's called Sacrificing Liberty. It is about what I did my honorary tribute on Sunday about. That's what it's about. The USS Liberty massacre. So you don't have to hear about me talking about it and not give you all the details. That right there will give you all those details, right? And fill in a ass ton of those blanks that I didn't apparently fill in. Um, check that out. That's on Rumble, right? And if you have Rumble already, I mean, yeah, you see the sun. You see how it turns into a football. Yeah, it's the sun shining off the top of my dome. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, look wild as hell. You see that sun? Look like a football too. My head is all lumpy and shit. I got that lumpy ass dome, man. But yeah. So it's funny how even in the picture the sun turns into a damn football going up as it travels, right? Wild. Well, JJ, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. And I appreciate you. I appreciate your taxes, you know. One hand washes the other. And thank you for that. Thank you for that. But again, if you guys need it, again, check this out. If you guys ain't got nothing to do, right? Check that out. Yeah, it was a false flag operation perpetuated by our own. That's what went down with the Liberty. Yep. 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 And they tried to kill those guys on that boat. You know what I'm saying? They tried to kill them dudes on that ship, but that ship stayed afloat. 40-foot wide hole on the side of that boat, and that thing was still up and running. Whew, that's tough, man. That's tough. I think they pulled into Malta after they were damaged and everything. Awaken Nemesis, my walking library. What's good, brother? It's good to see you, man. Awaken Nemesis is in the house. My head is CGI. It is, right? Let me stop. But yeah, that's it right there. It's called Sacrificing Liberty, Part 1. I don't know if Part 2 is on Rumble. I haven't looked, but that's Part 1. I want you guys to check that out. Check that right there out. And of course, we're past the 58th anniversary of the USS Liberty incident. I made a video on it the other day speaking about it and how we should kind of not accept those things, but definitely talk about those things. You understand? Talk about those things with people that might not know or that might think that certain people are our friends when in fact they're not our friends at all. Um, yeah, and continue to talk about the Liberty. Don't ever not talk about the Liberty. Always talk about it. You never know who you're going to reach with information like that. I sincerely believe that. Oh, and speaking about information, huh? It's interesting, very, very interesting. These people talking all this stuff about flat Earth and flat earthers. I find it very interesting. Those people saying things about us in the flat Earth community or in that thought of flat Earth. Yeah, I want y'all to keep that in mind. Definitely. Hey, plain and simple truth, my brother from Australia. How's it going, mate? Australia. Shout out to the Australians, the dreadnoughts. If for all you guys that don't know the dreadnoughts from G.I. Joe, you know, freaking Buzzsaw, I think Blowtorch, freaking Zartan in them. Dreadnoughts. Hopefully everybody's doing well. It's good to see you. Plain and simple truth is in the house. All right. Marcy Chan. Oh my God. Look at who it is. Marcy Chan is even in the house. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I don't know where Harmon is. I don't know where Centero 59 is. Harmon, Centero 59. Brian Roy's here. Black Lights here. Rethink Inc. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, Carl is in the house. Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. FB Nation is in the house. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Y'all funny, man. Y'all funny as hell. Y'all are wild. But definitely, again, this is just to tune y'all up, warm y'all up for what we got going on tonight. We got Blacklight. He's about to post here live in the next 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. So I just wanted to give you guys soup before you guys went in for the main course. All right. Blacklight's like, yo, Vlad, I'm just doing basketball, man. I'm not doing no flat earth tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, Greg, what's happening? Early one. Yeah, man. Greg, live music. Live music's in the house. What's good, man? Yeah, I know. It's early. It's early. It's really early today. I was gonna go even earlier, but I figured people needed to come in from work first, you know. I didn't want y'all getting in trouble fucking around, listening to me. They like, man, who's this big head looking like a damn milk dud? A milk dud with glasses. You know what I'm saying? That's what my head. I mean, looking at my shiny ass forehead, and I'm like, yeah, I should look like a milk dud with glasses. It's all good. I like milk duds or malt balls. You know what I'm saying? I like them shits. But it's good to see y'all, man. It's good to see everybody. I don't know where. Here's the thing. I don't know. There are a lot of flat earthers out there that I haven't seen in a while, like the Ghost of Judah Tribe. I haven't seen Taboo Conspiracy 3 in some time. I haven't seen Yes, It's True. It's the Truth, or Yes, It's True. Of FEB Brothers. Howdy, y'all. We're the FEB Brothers. You know, the FEB Brothers. Haven't seen them in a while making anything. Haven't seen a lot of them dudes in a while. Uh, haven't seen them. Uh, haven't seen John Thor. Haven't seen Robot Polisher. A lot of flat earthers. Like you guys tell me, like I haven't seen these dudes in a while. You know, P Brain. We just saw P Brain like a couple of weeks ago, but not as much as we used to. Right. I haven't seen P Brain in a while. All these more prominent channels. Um, RG, RG, yeah, no. We're gonna talk about the flat earth. Don't worry about it. And I see Mouth Powerland in IPA's chat. How about chocolate covered espresso bean better than a milk dud? Oh, oh, I love chocolate covered espresso beans. Yes, True Earth Whisperer. What's happening, family? Good to see you, fam. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, no. RG, we getting started, baby. We getting started. But tonight is I'm slowing it down because I don't want to step all over our brother Black Light's shoes. I know he's got his joint going on tonight, so I definitely don't want to intrude. I just wanted to warm everybody up. Kind of warm everybody up, but also prep everybody up here for the next few weeks. There's quite a bit coming y'all's way. You know what I'm saying? And I want to kind of get y'all amped, get y'all prepped for it. You know, um, we had we have the usual suspects. We have the Bro Sanchez is always on every every few nights. He's got his thing going on. Who was it? I think Eric Dubay made a video the other night. What's his name? Had his show on. This is Feed Your Mind TV. Yo, Feed Your Mind made a fire joint tonight. I love it. I love it. Let me tell you. Hold on. I'm gonna get into there real quick. So we're gonna talk about we're gonna get our brother in here. So Feed Your Mind, right? He had a fire video today. I kind of want to talk on that. And I thought it was an amazing video to talk. Saab's in the house, our brother Saab, and taking them to an undisclosed. Oh no. No. So, I think Saab, yeah, Saab was on the other night. And you want to know something? Saab brought up a really good topic. Alcohol, the destroyer of souls. If you didn't see that, it's on Rumble. I saw it on Rumble. I didn't see it on YouTube. But let me tell you something. I can't really tell you. I've had my experiences, right? Of course, I was a sailor and everything. Before I get to Feed Your Mind and everything, I was a sailor, and I used to drink quite a bit. It wasn't until I had one night where I had quite a bit to drink, and my nose was bleeding. Right? I'm not even going to tell you what my drinking schedule was because it would make an Irishman kill. It would make an Irishman blush. Let's say that, right? But I used to drink quite a bit. And shout out to the Irish people out there, right? I ain't trying to talk mess about y'all. We love you here. But yeah, man. And it made my nose bleed one morning after a heavy night of drinking, and I wasn't even drunk. And then I just said to myself, you know what? I think it's time for me to slow the fuck down. So definitely check that out. Shout out to Sav and shout out for talking about that because yeah, we talk about the flat earth, but we're all adults here, right? And as adults, we tend to have children. And so if we've overcome certain things, that's great, but we want to kind of protect the kids as well. And there are a million ways in which we could skin a cat. We don't necessarily know everything, but certain people may have lived through certain experiences that if you didn't live through it and your child is starting to experience some of these things, it's always good to go to those that have seen it or that have done it and they know about it. And then it's good to get these kinds of insights. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, Saab, man, putting that out there because it was actually crossing my mind because there is a glober out there that all he does is talk bad about flat earthers. And it's annoying. It's annoying, right? And it's funny because a few weeks ago, I said, you're gonna come over here like and talk bad about flat earthers, but you call yourself TDDS. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I was like, you call yourself this and you make it as if it's a badge of honor to be a drunk guy making fun of people. Like you don't understand what you're doing to your body and you think it's cool to sit there and just talk bad about people. Like grow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should consider not doing that to your body and harming yourself because you're not even all there when you're sitting there making fun of people that you consider stupid, right? As us flat earthers, we're dumb, but we're not poisoning our bodies at the same time. We're not destroying our livers at the same time. And shout out to Fasav again. You know what I'm saying? He's bringing attention to something that could become problematic, if not only to you as an individual, but if you have a family, it's going to be problematic to your wife, to your kids, right? People that you got to take care of, people at work. If you operate heavy machinery and you drunk, like God knows what you can do, the damage that you could do to those in your life and those outside of your life. And I'm not trying to make this about alcohol or avoiding alcohol. Look, man, you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? We're all adults here, but the abuse of it, it's a real thing, and some people actually suffer from from abusing it. So it's good to just bring attention to these things that might be affecting some of our lives. And I'm not look, I'm not here to call anybody out, but we have folks out there that have seen things, that have done things, and that have lived life. And it's good to talk about these things, man. So again, shout out to you, man, and bringing attention to that, because I think it's something that's that's well worth talking about. It's, even though this ain't the 80s where it ain't happening as much as we're familiar with, like when we were kids, but I mean it's still something that happens. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that dude. Fuck him. He knows what the fuck he did. But anyway, I think the point that I was making was, I heard through the grapevine. I didn't see it for myself, but I heard through the grapevine. He was like, "Oh wow, this drinking is fucking me up." Well, no shit, motherfucker. You don't think? You don't think that that alcohol getting processed through your liver, trying to process that shit, isn't going to turn your fucking liver into a goddamn hockey puck? Are you crazy? But hold on. Now, this is what I'm talking. You see, this is what I'm talking about. We're the stupid ones, right? Don't you find that ironic? Don't you find the irony in it? We're the stupid ones. We're the flat earthers. We're the ones that don't know anything. But that dumb motherfucker's out there abusing the fuck out of his body. Don't you just, the irony? It's real. It's absolutely real. And I bet he's probably, probably over there. What he does is he tends to go on people's channels, and he goes on people's channels, like flat earth people's channels, right? And he talks shit about them. He tries to rope them into things that, and just discussion and everything, and then he cuts it up and then he pastes it. Then he talks bad about them. But yet the drinking problem is there, right? And so, hey, because we're flat earthers, that really doesn't necessarily affect our families. But abusing alcohol, it kind of does, right? And then you can possibly kill people at the same time. Last I checked, flat earth talking about it doesn't harm anyone. You know what I'm saying? Understanding it and recognizing what this place is isn't harming anyone. And in fact, I think it's doing more helping than it does harming people, in my opinion. And I'm sure you guys would agree. And I'm sure he'd disagree. But then again, he's the same idiot that decides he wants to fucking destroy his goddamn liver. Jackass. Go ahead, turn that into a fucking clip, dickhead. Fuck out of here. Anyway, I'm not going to talk bad about him. I don't want to do that, because if he's recovering, then he's recovering. Good luck. That's all I'm going to say. But don't ever fucking come in here past judgment thinking you know everything. Meanwhile, you've got that fucking demon fucking the shit out of your liver. Don't ever come in here with that smoke. Come in here talking that bullshit. And I'm going to hold a little bit of a grudge. But in here, we also have consciences, right? And we don't like to see people suffer. But if you coming in here fucking with people, hoping that they suffer like that. Oh, man. Lord. No, yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, so Salad, I'm sorry. Oh, man. We'll pray for your cousin. Jesus. That's a big deal. Yeah. So what you might want to do is, yeah, check out Saab's video on that. I know he had it on. Yeah, that's right. It's yeast doo. Yeah, that's right. So Saab did that video. I think it was on Sunday. It was either on Sunday or Saturday, something like that. But it posted on. I saw it post on. Matter of fact, I'm over here talking all that shit. I saw it post on. Doggone freaking. Where is it? There it is. Boom. I'll share it with y'all right now. That's the Rumble version, y'all. This is Saab's Rumble version for Destroyer of Souls. I highly recommend it. You know what I'm saying? Check that out. Check that out. Hey, Sandro, buonasera, buonasera. Come vai? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Good to see our brother Sandro's in the house. Sandro's in the house. Who else we got here? Who else we got here? Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Heron Song. How you doing, sis? Heron Song has been dropping some nice gems these days lately. Welcome, our sister Heron Song. How you doing? Good to see you, sis. Good to see Heron Song is in here. Who else we got? Who else we got? Who else we got? Who else we got? Big Pine Sailing. How you doing, brother? It's good to see our brother Big Pine is in the house. Good to see you. Jeremy Bird. The bird's the word. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Donald Piasek. It's been a while, man, but it's good to see you. It's good to see our brother Donald Piasek is in the house. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. All right. All right. All right. And so we continue. Yeah. So back on with what Sav had going on. Yeah, check that out. I dropped that link in there. It's a Rumble link. That's a Rumble. So check that Rumble stream out. Uh Highly recommended. And again, like I understand that we are adults in here and we have people that might have vices, right? But somebody's probably already been through what you're going through. And Cajun Art Guild, how you doing, Porter? Good to see you, brother. Right? Been through what you may be going through and can help you, right? I wasn't trying to have bars on that, but you understand. Been through what you might be going through, so it's good to just listen. It's good to listen to these things and get this perspective, especially. And I'd say the best part about it, it's coming from a flat earther, right? It is coming from a flat earther. So they're not going to fuck with you. You already know they ain't going to fuck with you based off of your beliefs. And it's coming from a place of of truth. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from the heart and it's genuine, you know? So maybe if that motherfucker they call TDDS gets on Saab's channel, he could learn a little something and not think that he's dumb because he thinks that the earth is or that he knows that the earth is flat. If he wants to go ahead and talk that shit, well, listen to a man that's seen a thing or two, and he could probably help you instead of talking that shit. But no, the motherfucker's so prideful that he thinks you know what? I'm not even going to talk bad about him, man. We want to move past that shit, and I don't want to lower my vibration fucking with all that. Okay, I don't. But check that out. Alcohol, the destroyer of souls. That's it right there. Let's see. Oh, that's right. What I wanted to talk about, right, before I kind of got sidetracked, but it's a good sidetracking. Trust me, it's a good sidetracking. Wanted to talk about real quick what the video that Feed Your Mind brought up this afternoon. This is Feed Your Mind. And so Will Duffy fucked up again because it shows during his final experiment that the sun actually ain't 24 hours. It's like, let me stop. You know, I just had to mimic his voice real quick. This is Feed Your Mind TV. And so y'all know how he start off. I love doing that shit. Onion powder. Good to see you. Can you not drink any liquid for 16 hours? Hold your pee and then pee straight into your mouth later. Can you pin me to the wall? Silent boxes. That's weird. That's weird, onion powder. That's very strange. Very strange indeed. Okay. Enough about me talking mess. Let me go ahead and present share screen. Boom. Share. And of course, this is Feed Your Mind, y'all. Let's check them out.
So I wanted to brainstorm real quick about the North Pole and the alleged black sun, which would be beneath the North Pole. You could almost call it the South Pole, I would think, because I mean, if you have the North Pole in the center and then you have something underneath it that we can't see, could that possibly be the South Pole? Now, I'm questioning if this black hole sun could this be possibly like the great abyss or a bottomless pit, perhaps? Because I mean, it looks like some people are considering the North Pole to be a place where your soul would possibly return to after you leave this earth. After you're unalive, maybe your soul goes back to the source, which would be a place outside of the firmament and above the firmament. So is it possible that if you don't make it up there, you would go beneath, which would be, could we consider that the South Pole perhaps? But let's call it the black sun, which is what most people are more familiar with considering this area. And so is it possible if you don't make it up to the North Pole after you're unalive, maybe your soul would go to this bottomless pit or the black sun beneath? So this was an interesting brainstorm I wanted to chat with you guys about. Possibly we can have this discussion in the comment section, but also with this North Pole, I mean, I find it a very mysterious thing because, like, isn't it true that in the Bible it says, let there be light, and this was before the sun was created? So
Hmm.
if this is the case, could have it been the North Pole, which was what was bringing the light? Was that the first light, possibly? And is that why it says, let there be light? But then later on, it goes on to say how the sun and the moon was created. So I don't.
Huh. That's kind of strange. That's kind of funny. Um, hmm. So with what Feed Your Mind TV just said, let's just imagine something real quick. I want to kind of think about that. What he just said. Let's go back. Let's kind of hear, if you weren't listening. Let's hear that part, what he just said.
But also with this North Pole, I mean, I find it a very mysterious thing because, like, isn't it true that in the Bible it says, let there be light, and this was before the sun was created? So if this is the case, could have it been the North Pole, which was what was bringing the light? Was that the first light, possibly? And is that why it says, let there be light? But then later on, it goes on to say how the sun and the moon was created.
So he said, could it have been possible that the North Pole was the first light? Now I find that funny. You know why? Because it kind of reminds me of a television set. And this is what I mean, y'all. Do y'all remember back in the day when you were kids? And I'm assuming that we have an older, more seasoned audience, right? And that's fine. But you remember anytime you put your TV off, you had your TV on for a long time, you put your TV off, what happens? You have that small little freaking light, that pinprick light in the middle of your TV. Remember that? What if Polaris was much the same thing, right? What if Polaris was that pinprick light, or something similar to that pinprick light? And then because if you think about it, that pinprick light is probably the rest of the image. It's the rest of the image that's supposed to be on the TV. You know what I'm saying? And your TV gets everything from the uh the thing in the back, the joint, the projection joint in the back, you know? So this thing, this earth that we live on, maybe if we don't want to look at it as a parabolic dish, right? Perhaps looking at it like a TV, in so many different ways, like a TV. That North Pole being that one dot after you turn the television set off, and then everything just consolidates. You know, let me pause for a second for station identification. Lev Kung Shaolin in the house. How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. Shout out to Lev Kung. Make sure you sub to our brother Lev Kung. Lev Kung. Listen, guys, when you come in here and I say what's up to you, please have your channel on standby, ready to drop that shit. Be ready to drop that channel. When you come in here, I catch you out there. I'm saying what's up. Drop that channel so we can start subbing to your stuff, man. I don't want y'all missing out. You know what I'm saying? So Lev Kung Shaolin's in the house, y'all. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Good to see you, brother. Good to see our brother Lev Kung. Oh shit, man. Look at all these crazies coming in here. We got Jim Anise, Jim Anise. I gotta say Anise first, man. Jim Anise is in the house. Another one. Jim Anise, man. Drop that channel, bro. You gotta drop it, man. You gotta drop that channel. Heron Song, you gotta drop it too. Drop that channel. Sob, drop that channel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what to do, man. Y'all coming in here. JJ, drop the channel. Black Light, drop the channel. Post anything too. What's good, brother? Post anything two's in the house. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Yeah. Good to see y'all, man, as y'all start to stream in, man. Welcome. Have a seat, kick back, relax, enjoy. So, again, this thing right here at the top of the dome structure, or what we think is the dome structure, Polaris coming up just like in a TV. Boom. Bop, hitting that. So, what if, what if, what if that thing that they call Polaris, and here's why I'm saying this. What if that was like a South Pole, right? And then what's in the Earth, right, is the North Pole. That's the North Pole. Polaris is the South Pole. And what I mean by that is this. Porter bought something. Porter, Cajun Guild, right? Porter, shout out to him. He brought something to my attention that me as a prior electrician, I'm familiar with. And it's the direction that a magnet would go, typically like a bar magnet, right? So with a magnet and a magnet moving with a conductor around it, well, not a conductor, well, with yeah, I think you would call, yeah, with the conductor around it, you move the magnet within the conductor and it would start to generate some amount of flux, right? So what you have here in the middle, let's just imagine this big long yellow streak, right, is the bar magnet. And then it plunges into the earth. When it plunges into the earth, it's going in north facing. It's going in head first, right? And while it's going in, and for all you guys that don't get it, that's okay. That's okay. I'll probably explain it, or I'll bring other people to explain it here another time, right? Um, but what we know is, I'll show you real quick. It's called the right hand rule, right? It's called the right hand rule. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Here we go. So the right hand rule. Here's my thumb, right? The thumb would represent the North Pole. All we have to do, well, in this instant, the thumb is representing the North Pole. My fingers are representing the lines of flux, And basically what those lines of flux are is is they are the results. I guess you could say the results, but it is like not the force field, but it is the field. Yes, it's the field being generated because of the movement of the magnet. So it's your magnetic field being created. So let's say if I took my thumb, pointed it downwards, your lines of flux, and this is how scientists would kind of show it. Um, the direction that's north, wherever it's going, the lines of force go in that direction. So if it's going up, and they call it the right hand rule, that's why they call it the right hand rule. If your thumb is going up, this would represent your lines of flux, and it would be curling in that direction, right? Like you're grabbing a can of soda, like you're right-handed. Now, if you took your thumb and you pointed it downwards, and you're still curling it, right? But if you point it downwards, this is still considered north, right? But if it's pointed downwards, your lines of flux are now curling. Well, this is still a right hand. This is still my right hand, but the direction that your magnet is going down. And even though it's going down, this is still north. This is still your north, because you're looking at where your lines of flux are moving, right? But if you look at this diagram right here, take a look at this diagram. This is how we know. Well, if we're assuming that what science is saying is true, right? Assuming that what science, because Harmon would come up here and start arguing with me. I know it. If north is coming downwards like this, right? Just like my fingers are curling, if north is doing that, these lines of flux are doing just like these arrows are showing right here. You understand what I'm saying? If you get where it is I'm coming from, put a 1 in the chat. If you have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about, that's fine. Put a 2 in the chat. If you get it, put a 1. If you don't get it, which is totally fine, drop a 2. All right. Okay. Perfect. Valley Parks. Hey, how you doing, sis? Valley Parks is in the house. ABC's in the house. Sean Alki is in the house. Matthew Hakeem is in the house. What's going on? Yes, yes, it has like 1 degree of rotation. Okay. 33 Rethink Inc. Who else is in here? Sean Alki, ABC, Matthew Hakeem, Salad, Valley Parks. Yes, indeed. Look at all of y'all, man. Y'all look amazing. You guys look great. So, okay. So, you guys are following. My thing is, listen, I'm not trying to put it in super big words, but if my thumb, I'll show you again. If my thumb was a bar magnet, right? And you guys have seen the bar magnet. It has N at the top, right? North at the top, S at the bottom, south. And then we've seen the diagram with the whole thing. We're talking about the direction if you have a conductor around it. And we'll assume that we have like a coil, right? Like a freaking let's coil a copper around it. And then you move that magnet up and down. If you push that magnet northwise through that coil, you'll be generating lines, right? And it will, if you're sending it down, it will curl like this. And but here's the crazy part is as the lines of flux are being created, they grow, they come out, and then they reach a point to where they stop, and then they come back, and then they do this over again. So basically, that's so as that magnet is moving up and down, that thing is growing and collapsing. It's growing and it's collapsing. It's growing and it's collapsing. Those magnetic lines of flux are growing and collapsing. And guess what else is doing the same fucking thing? This right here. Does the sun and the moon not grow and collapse from the north? Outward, southwards, out and southwards, and then back in. Does it not do the same thing? Three Big Buddy. Bob, how you doing, sir? Welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome. I see you, sir. I see you. We see you over here. And shout out to the YouTube side of the house. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Okay, black light. Okay, I got you. Fine. Okay, so for the people that got it, shout out to y'all. Maria Walker, shout out to you. Our lovely sister Maria Walker is in the house. J.R. Hartley is also in the house. It's good to see you, brother. It is good to see you. And I just greeted Three Big Buddy Bob. How you doing, sir? Over on the Rumbles. And Christy Lee Dolls, our sister Christy Lee Dolls is in the house. Welcome, sis. It's good to see you. All right, so black light, this is my thing, right? Like, I don't want to get and use big words and fuck nobody up. So yes, exactly. Who just said breathing? Who said breathing? Exactly. This is akin to salad. Exactly. Yes, it's breathing. This whole system, everything works in concert with one another. It's it's amazing how everything works with one another. Again, black light, check this out. Um, so a bar magnet, black light, I'm assuming that you've seen a bar magnet, right? One of the magnets that it's got an N at the top and it's got an S at the bottom. What they talk about is how magnetic lines of flux. So magnetic lines of flux, I guess, are another way of saying after a current is generated, a current is generated after a voltage moves through a conductor. What they mean, like a conductor would be like a wire or a power line, like a piece of copper, right? If a voltage is sent through there, or I'm just using the terms that I'm familiar with, y'all. So forgive me, please. Forgive me, please. So, how about this? So, blacklight, you've used you use pipes before, right? So pipes are like copper wire, right? In that you can send water. South is away from north. Yes. Not up and no, 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 no. So, okay. So listen, Matthew Hakeem, check this out. South is away from north. I'm giving a visual description, Matthew Hakeem. Bear with me. So, black light, if you have a piece of pipe, right? Or, yeah, and you send water through it, like say you send hot water through that pipe. When you send hot water running, actually running through that pipe, hot, and it's hot water, mind you, that hot water running through the pipe is current, right? It is called current. Now, in order for that current to be running through that pipe, right, at whatever the rate, the flow rate is, um, you have a voltage, right? Voltage is your dam. It's dammed up water. It is water that's helping that water getting pushed through the pipe, or that's potential. That's potential flow voltage. Um, the combination of your current, right? The current moving through the pipe and that built up water, that dam of water is called power. So the rate, I guess you could say, at which that current is traveling through that pipe, it's a combination of current and voltage that is a power rating. It is a power rating. And usually that's measured in watts. Your current is measured in amps. Hopefully I'm not going too hard or too deep. This is as simple as I could put it. And voltage, yes, three big buddy Bob for all my electricians out there. Shout out to y'all. He got it. Yes, voltage is pressure. It's pressure, that's all, right? It's pressure. And so Nate X, what's happening, sir? And so as that water moves through the pipe, and it's hot water, remember, if you put your hand on the pipe, you're going to burn yourself. You don't want to put your hand on the pipe. But if you put your hand outside of the pipe, what are you going to feel? If you put your hand outside the pipe, you're going to feel some measure of heat. Okay, okay, okay. So yeah. So okay, but uh I think when we use water, water is a little bit easier to understand because it's readily available. We can see water, right? And we can run water through a pipe and we know the direction in which the pipe is going. Now, if the pipe is if the pipe if we're shooting water upwards, right? Let's say we have a pipe that's shooting water upwards, right? And let's say that's the direction of flow. That's the direction of the current, or right? As the water flows that way, or that's the direction that the magnet is moving. Let's just say that's the direction the magnet is moving. If the magnet is moving up, the direction of flux around it, or the direction of the heat around it, is going in this direction based off of the right hand rule. What people or scientists or mathematicians and engineers call the right hand rule. You're going to take your right hand and you're going to grab. That grabbing motion, your fingers represents the heat, that heat result, right? That magnetic flux. I hope I didn't confuse nobody. I apologize if I did. I hope I didn't. Realm Walker 1, what's going on, family? It's good to see you, man. Nate X is in the house. Nate X, Realm Walker 1. So, guys, look, I know Matthew Hakeem is saying, up. You can't say left. You would have to establish. Hold on. What you say, Matthew Hakeem? You were saying something. You would have to establish that Polaris is rising, which it's not. No, I'm not saying that Polaris is rising. I'm not saying that at all. I hope that wasn't for me. I'm not saying that Polaris is rising. I'm just trying to make this thing as easy to understand as possible. That's all. I'm not saying Polaris is rising. General So's is amazing. I love General So's chicken. Let's see. So yes, and water is a really good conductor, but water is a really good insulator too. Water with all the minerals and stuff like that is a very, very good conductor. But if you pull all the minerals out of water, then it serves as an insulator. Like you can't send anything through it. Like no joke, people use and it's got a name. It's called pure demineralized water. I used to work with that stuff. That's the stuff that they put in reactors. That's the stuff that they put around reactors to keep them cool, right? PDW they call it, pure demineralized water. But not trying to talk about that, but I'm just talking about the principle that Feed Your Mind TV is using over here, or Feed Your Mind TV isn't using that principle. I apologize. I don't want to be putting words in his mouth, but this is what it reminds me of. And it looks as if the North Pole is pointed downwards. And I'm just using downwards as a way to explain it. That's all. And exactly. If you do drink that water, it will strip you of everything and it will kill you. Yeah. It's actually considered hazardous material in the Navy. Yeah. Pure demineralized water. Shout out to our sister Christy Lee Dawes. Yep, exactly. So I just find that interesting that all this stuff, as you guys had mentioned earlier, it also does the whole breathing pattern as well. But let me shut the fuck up and let me let this man cook.
So I don't know if you guys want to discuss that in the comment section as well, because I found this to be a pretty interesting topic to kind of explore. And the thing about Polaris, I mean, with it being called the Polaris, right there, you kind of see a clue because we're calling this area the North Pole, and right above it is a star called the Polaris. So I find that very interesting because I mean, most people would consider the South Pole to be Antarctica area, you know, in that area. But I'm questioning if perhaps the Black Sun could be considered the South Pole.
Hmm.
But when it comes down to it, we've discussed this on my final experiment playlist. Plus, I should probably make a Black Sun playlist as well, because I've gotten into some pretty interesting discussions about the Black Sun. And then I did a video before and I talked about how this ancient creation story talked about a light that was above. Basically, it was describing the North Pole. So it was describing what you could consider the Polaris star. And like we said, with the Polaris star, it sounds like it's the same name as the North Pole because you got Polaris and then pole. So it's like basically, does the South Pole in the Antarctic area have a star like that? Does anyone really have any evidence of there being a South Pole star? Because I don't believe there is. And
Mm-mm.
if there's only a North Pole star, well, that makes sense, you know, for the star to be called the Polaris. But doing a little research on it, it looks like the Polaris got its name from this pagan god called Ares. So it looks like the Polaris star was named after Ares, and they were saying it's the pole of Ares. So I don't know too much about Ares or pagan gods or anything, but I guess that's what the scientists have considered this star, or I don't know exactly how it got its name even, but if it has
Right.
something to do with ancient paganism, then I guess they would have considered that star to be the polar Aries. But really, it looks like the North Pole star is actually something much more spiritual.
Mm.
And it looks like in a lot of the descriptions of the biblical cosmology, they show the Polaris being above the firmament and they label it as God. So maybe it's the throne of God. So I do recall some scriptures saying something about the human being is made up of the body, the
So
spirit, and then the soul. And I believe there's a scripture that says something about the soul returning back to God after being on alive. So is that the area where it would travel to, like we discussed earlier? And what comes of the spirit and stuff like that, I discuss further on my exclusive updates channel. So I might leave a link for that if you want to get into some of my deeper discussions about all that type of stuff. Or you can go over there and check out some of my videos over there for yourself
yeah.
where I brainstorm on stuff like that. So yeah, just wanted to have a quick brainstorm on the pole star.
So you see that? You see this right here? Y'all see that right there? So if we look down here, let's say that this is our projection, our projector, and look at what it does. Boom, hits up here, just like on a TV screen, right? Hits up here, it gets these two out there, and then they work on opposite cycles. But of course, we see the sun on a daily, right? But the moon we don't see on a daily. The moon does something totally different. Why it does that? Why it does that? And then when we don't see the moon, that's because it's like being blocked by the sun. But why does it do that? Right? Why does it work on? Why is that the cycle that it works on? Um, I'd say uh, there's a Freemason that draws it out. Yes. So Sandro, I saw that. I did see that, and he drew it out just like that. How much like this display that Feed Your Mind has right there. Yeah, and Matthew, yeah, we're just theorizing. Yes, yes, that's right. It is a strawberry full moon. That's right. And I think the moon is at like 99%. Phone back tomorrow. Okay, Rethink Inc. All right, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's good to have you on tonight as Rethink Inc. Part 2. And yeah, y'all, check out that strawberry moon. But you know what, family? Black light is on. Like I said, I didn't want to step on my brother's toes. I kind of wanted to bring this to you guys' attention. Also, again, I wanted to let y'all know that we do have some stuff in store for y'all here coming in the next week or so. So be ready for that. And a lot more, a lot more, a lot more. So again, our brother Blacklight is going to be showing tonight, y'all. Please, please, please tune into Blacklight's show and his channel. I don't want y'all missing out. And me, you got me for the rest of the week. Y'all already know. Y'all got me. Y'all got me. So y'all know I'm going to be here. So yeah, totally, totally. Yeah, man. You guys enjoy the strawberry full moon tonight? You guys out there on the West Coast? Yeah, it's pretty early for y'all, so enjoy your afternoon though. So yes, that's right, y'all. Sub to JJ, sub to Blacklight, sub to Matt Hakeem is in the house, sub to Matthew Hakeem as well. Sub to RG. RG's dropping his stuff here soon, and he's going to be going live in a month. Love you too, sis. Love you too, Salad. We love you over here. Sub to Dr. Bass Ackwards. You know what I'm saying? Sub to JJ. Sub to ABC. Sub to Matthew Hakeem. Sub to RG. Sub to Roger Ledwell. Who else we got? Who else we got? Sub to Lev Kung Shaolin. Sub to Blacklight. Who else we got? We got FE Nation. Sub to FE Nation. Make sure, guys, as I'm saying this, hey, get your channels ready. Get your channels ready. You hear me? Sub to these people, man. These are good flat earthers. Sub to Sav. Good flat earthers in the house. Good channels in the house. You know what I'm saying? These people work hard, so we have a consistent stream of flat earth material. These guys be going hard in the paint, and they give us some good stuff every day. We got somebody that's on giving us some good stuff. And Lev Kung Shaolin, I gotta check your stuff out again, man. It's been a while. You got it, brother. I gotta check your stuff out again, so I could kind of go over it, so I could get a better understanding on these things. You know what I'm saying? And Lev Kung talks a lot about light and a lot of other things. You know what I'm saying? Um, these guys do a good job in doing that. So yes, he does. Yep, that's it. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Hey guys, don't get too uptight. Come on, it's the Foundry. Be nice, play nice. We try to love on each other in here, not talk bad about each other. Come on now. Shaolin imprint. Yo, yeah. Trust me, it's coming. Lord Racer, it's coming. It's coming. Anyway, fam, I don't want to keep y'all too long. That's it for me for tonight. Okay, I want to make sure that we get everybody else's stuff on out there. But again, y'all know what I said. Y'all know what I said, and y'all know what I'm keeping for y'all. And for another thing, for all you guys that got your postcards, I hope you guys enjoyed them. For all you guys that got anything from me, I hope you guys enjoyed it. For you guys that need to send me your address, send me your flat earth testimony, because I want to read it out loud in public. We have a couple here coming probably this Friday that I'm going to be reading. So prep yourselves. You understand? Awaken Nemesis. Man, we love our brother Awaken Nemesis. Always, always good to have you in the house, bro. Anyway, family, that's all I got for y'all. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave y'all with my blessing. And shout out to you, RG. It's good to have you out here, man. It's good to see you over here. I'm going to leave y'all with my blessing. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity, 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 and wisdom, 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 family. Let's always be wise. Let's pray for one another, man. We've got our sister out there. And we're thinking about you. We're thinking about your cousin as well. And we've got our brother out there, and we're thinking about you and everybody that needs a prayer, man. Call on the Most High, man. Call on the Most High for that healing. And, let us know, fill us in, and we'll put some intention on it. Intention goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Prayer and intention definitely goes a long way. Andy, sure, hit me up on my email, Andy. Hit me up on my email and we could talk about something. And shout out to you, Andy. Welcome to the show tonight. But I'm about to go off. But for all you guys, again, health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity, most of all, wisdom, 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 fam. And with that, fam, I love y'all. I'm out. Let's get some Jeffersons on here. Peace. Don't forget, Black Light tonight. Our brother JJ tomorrow. Peace, y'all.
Yes.